just need a moment to now.
Hey, it's Tiffany here from Mellow Vibes, and I just want you to know that if you haven't seen it yet, please take the What's Your Current Vibe quiz. It is a simple one question quiz where you will get a result and have something to do right after with the result that you got. Okay, so definitely take the quiz. It'll be in the link below. What's your current vibe to see what you may be needing in this moment. Like I always say, Mellow Vibes is for freedom, authenticity, identity, and evolution. So, where are you needing something today? Hey, welcome back to Mellow Vibes. I look a mess, but it's okay. I wasn't gonna film today, but because I'm like, I don't really have anything to share other than, well, I actually finished a song today, so the second song, it took me a while to get back to it, I guess. So I had to listen to the music again, the ones that I know I initially like vibed with, and like then see what I'm gonna write next. But okay, this one was a little bit harder for me than the first one. Like the first one I knew, like I was immediately in love with when I heard the beat. So like I heard exactly how I wanted everything to sound. This song took a little bit of time because I was just like trying to have three-part harmony, but then like the harmony didn't work. Like each harmony worked with the melody, but it didn't work all together. And then so I had to like I kind of like did like the first part did the high harmony and then did the lower harmony, and then I was like layering vocals. Anyway, I was like, how do I want this to sound? But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna send him the files because it's not really my job. Like he's the one like producing the track. But anyway, so that was yeah, a little bit uh a little a rougher one for me. Even though I really like it, like it's really like the way I wrote it is very motivational. It's a motivational song. The lyrics that I wrote to it. So that just might be have to do the contract for that song. So did that, and I had a really good interview yesterday. That was great. This is like a company I'm super excited about, and the guy he asked me a lot about like mellow vibes, which was cool. Like he's like, you do hypnosis, like that's cool. I'm like talking about that. So it was really like cool to share that. And I love when people are like interested. And like recently, I've had jobs. I've talked to companies or people at companies that are have been like super interested in the other work that I do, and not like, oh, you do a bunch of different things. Like people actually like appreciate that I'm well rounded and that I actually have skills in a lot of areas. So it's a good conversation. So I really am excited about that company. Um, yeah, so that's kind of it. I do have an appointment tonight with the therapist that I was matched with. So my third appointment. They've been pretty good. I'm gonna try to keep it. I'm gonna be considering to keep it short because she's getting married tomorrow, and I didn't want to like skip a week. Well, I can't really skip a week because I'm honestly, I have a free trial for a month, so I wasn't trying to skip a week. But I didn't want to have it like too close to my last one, which was Friday. So I have it today. I'm gonna try to keep it short. um, but there are some things that I want to talk about, like you know. Anyway, uh, yeah. So that's kind of all that's going on. I am I'm starting to pack. I'm starting to pack, which is I was like, okay, I don't have anything like I haven't like even applied for an apartment yet or whatever, but like let me start packing. Like let me start putting some of my dishes away. Most of my dishes like I never unpacked, but I've kept some things out that are mine. Because like some of my favorite mugs, this is not one of them, this is not my mug, but so I started like putting some things away over the last few days, and I packed like all my summer clothes and some of my hangers and stuff like that. So some of my drawers, like half of my drawers are like empty, like half of my closet was empty, and then I moved some of my warmer stuff to the other side so that like it wasn't so condensed on one side of my closet. Anyway, yada yada yada. I'm like getting in the mood of I'm going to move, and so yeah, that's all that's been really happening, and just hoping that everything falls into place very soon. So I hope everything is going well with everyone, and we'll see when I make another video. I would like to do something when something exciting is actually happening, so we'll see. Um, yeah, there's just been a lot of, if you hear the noise, it's baking. There's like baking going on every day, and not for me. You know, I bake, but I have not baked in a long time. I have no desire to bake anymore. I used to like just bake and bake and bake all the time. I hated cooking, but now I'm like cooking more, and I don't really care to bake. And I was telling my mom, like, well, cooking is a necessity. Like, I have to eat food. So I'm like, baking is not necessary. Like, yeah, it's a snack or whatever, but like, I don't need it. Like, as long as I have like regular food. So I've been like really more interested in doing the creative things with my cooking versus the baking. And so that, they're in there. My mom is baking with my nephew, who's 6 years old. So they were baking yesterday, now they're baking again today. And yeah, it's that time of year, right? It's like cold outside. It's not as cold today as it has been. It's actually 63 today. I don't have to start a fire today. Like I've done like 2 fires within the last week and a half. And I was trying to get practice because I was like, every place I looked at, I was like, I need to have a fireplace. I want a fireplace. I'm like, I'm gonna have to be like starting fires. And so I was trying to actually practice because I was never really good at it. The first time it took me like an hour and a half to get the fire going, and like the one I did last week was easier because I started with the fire starter log, I guess I was supposed to, and so it was better. But my fiance says he can start a fire, so I'm like, okay. So, anyway, yeah, I think that's it. I'll wrap it up. Obviously, all the info for all the things that I do in the description box. Also, I will insert some clips and information in this video so you can see some of the stuff I do, some of the stuff that interested the person I was talking to yesterday. So like life coaching and hypnotherapy and all the fun stuff. All the fun stuff. It's fun for me, which is funny because it used to like not, well, the coaching stuff used to not be fun for me because I was just like, I think I've told this story before, but like from the time I was young, I would say maybe 12, like people around me would just come and tell me all their stuff and want my advice and opinion. And if you know anything about me and stuff that I said, like I had severe social anxiety. I did not talk to anybody. So the fact that people came up and talked to me and was like wanting my opinion on like what was going on in their life, I was so like, it was jarring to me. I was like, why are they talking to me? Why do they think I have some answers for them? And so like it took me a really long time to like get into coaching, even though after a while it became something that I really enjoyed, like helping guide people and everything. And I would always have like, I've always had like older friends, like much older friends. Like once I started working and stuff, you work with people all different age ranges. So like I would have friends in 50s, 40s, like, and friends from different like areas, like my art stuff, from being like a known artist in the area of Philadelphia that I was in, and all that stuff. Like I would be around older people and they would always like come to me for advice and stuff like that. So yeah. Then I started like enjoying it. So anyway, the point is, then I got trained in it, and so I'm a certified life coach and all that stuff for 3 years now, more than 3 years. Hypnotherapy, I've done since I was very young, and got certified in that. Like, I got certified in before life coaching. So, anyway, all the info you'll see, and see you in the next video. Peace and mellow vibes.